Hey, good morning. This is your girl Tracy Williams, and I have a special guest with me today for the Self Care Saturday show. And if you're wondering why I got this big old fancy hat on, it's because today is the day. Hey, Michelle, good morning.
Yeah.
Today is the day that we thought we were going to the Kentucky Derby, but COVID happened, so it's not going to happen today. Oh well. Plan number 2 is coming on virtually today. So I'm excited about that. So I got to tell you guys about a contest I'm doing. Hold on a second. Alexa, stop. Thank you. All right. So in honor of Kentucky Derby, I'm doing a contest to give away 2 gift cards, Amazon gift cards, because nobody is, shopping outside too much, but we can always stay at home, stay safe. So if you take a picture, put on your little fancy derby hat or your fancy hat. It could be a cowboy hat, a cowgirl hat. I love cowgirl stuff. I love all things that have to do with horses. And then join me in this contest. Share this with your friends and let them know this is going on. It's going down today. Okay? Gotcha. Well, Michelle, I'm so glad that you could join us this morning. I know it's still kind of early. It's early for me on the Saturday.
Yeah, and I'm driving, so I'm just really glad that I can take my technology with me.
I know that's right.
That's awesome.
Grandma on the move all the time.
Yes.
She's always on the move.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah. So let me tell you a little bit about Shari McCants. At least for the recording. So to introduce to some of you and to reintroduce to others of you, Shari is a fantastic, phenomenal businesswoman. I mean, sharp and savvy. She's been in business for a while now and knows her stuff. So she's more than just the businesswoman. I think most people know her as like the CBD lady or the hemp lady or
Yep.
But she's going to share a lot of great stuff with us today that not all just about CBD. So she's also a certified nutrition and health coach. I don't know if you guys know that about her, but that's why she's so fit and looks so young every time you see her and always got a smile on her face, even though she's like super busy. So I'm super honored that I could have her with us today because every time I see Shari, she's on the move. She's going somewhere or doing something or talking to somebody, doing some business here, doing there. And so I just thought it'd be a great idea to have somebody, that's knows business and knows how to grow a team. She's really successful in her company and just give us some tips and some ideas on like, what can we do right now in this season? Because we've been in COVID now for about 7 weeks, Shari, right?
I think so. 7 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a long time, especially for people who have not had the luxury of working from home already or had their own business or anything like that. And definitely, this is a place where we inspire hope. We inspire you to have only positive expectations. So something positive is going to come out of COVID-19, if not a lot of positives, right? I mean, I feel like it's miracle season.
It is.
Would you guys agree with that?
Absolutely.
I mean, because every time in the Bible there was a miracle, it was always because somebody really needed something. So if you're a person listening to this and you feel like you're in need, this is your season for a miracle. So I'm going to hand it over to Shari. I got a few questions for her, but she's also a wife and a mom. And I just saw her daughter for the first time.
Yes.
She's a beautiful girl.
She helped me with my setup because she's in photography, so she knows the lighting a lot better than I do.
Awesome. It's a good thing we have our kids. They are very helpful to us. So I want to say a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I know it's a little bit early, but sometimes you don't get credit for what you do, all that you do. Because we know, being a parent is a 24/7 thing, right? So definitely happy Mother's Day and thank you for doing what you do and helping our kids and our grandkids as well. Well, I don't have grandkids yet, but when I do, then I do. When it's time, it's time. So I'm not ready yet anyway. I'm still want to be on the move by myself. Not ready to change diapers and nothing like that. But anyway, Shari, since we are like in our 7th week, what would you say to the women out there who are either looking for something and they don't know what to do at this time, or who already have a business? What can they do to make that easier, to help build, on this
Yeah. Well, Tracy, first of all, thank you so much for having me. And I am so honored on this Saturday morning too. And I didn't even know it was Kentucky Derby Day. I love that. I've actually participated in a couple of them and had just so much fun. So I just love that. I'm like, why does she have that hat on? So I feel like I'm missing something. I should have my hat. But anyway, well, first of all, before I get started on the business, I do want everyone to know, first why I became a nutrition coach, because I think it's important for everybody to understand their why they wake up in the morning. And I just want to let you know, just like Tracy said, wife, mother of 2 kids. And my son at the age of 8 was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. So I want, you guys all to know that type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease and there's no cure for it. And so my life was turned upside down, and I feel God really helped me out there with a plan of first learning blood sugar stabilization, understanding that for my son, and then just 2 years ago into the CBD business. And again, they just work together. They both create homeostasis, and that's what you need for your body for optimal health. What CBD does is it governs your mood, your sleep, your appetite, your hormone production. I mean, who wants to be happier more of the time, especially right now, right?
Exactly.
There's a lot of anxiety in the world. So, I just want to let people know that I can be a light for them. In the business world, Tracy, thank you so much. When someone is, has a job and all of a sudden they lose it, because of the COVID-19, I just feel very blessed that I have a plan B, and I've been doing this for over 8 years with the word, and I'm just going to say it out loud, network marketing. I love network marketing because it is what can help people, and it can help people the best. So what I do is I share the health and also the financial benefits of CBD. And I have to mention that, the name of it is Kannaway, and we're the first ever publicly traded cannabis company. Our parent company is MJNA, which is Medical Marijuana Incorporated. So in 2009, we've been at this for 11 years. That's a big deal. And it really is a big deal for having the company of first, the company that, first launched CBD. We're the first one to ever bring non-psychoactive CBD to the world. Our hemp is actually grown in the Netherlands, where, there's no herbicides or pesticides or, non GMO. It's just an amazing product. And we are the only CBD in the physician's desk reference. So when you can feel so good about your product, then you have to go, hey, what about the company? And so you have to look at the company. Well, last year we did $74 million. So we are, lots of cash. So we are able to really help people at this point in time. So when someone is looking for a business, they need to really, figure out, is this company, sustainable? Is the product something that they're going to consume? And with CBD, it's something that you consume every day. Because I don't know if any of you know this, but we've actually been deficient in CBD for 8 decades. So Tracy, in 1937, the Marijuana Tax Act happened. They put marijuana and hemp, and I'm talking hemp today, in the same category. They taxed it so high, farmers could no longer grow it. And so prior to that, we were actually getting CBD through the animals because the animals were grazing on hemp. I believe God put hemp on this earth because it was such a nourishing plant for our bodies. I'm not going to say, there's a disclaimer that I'm going to say we don't cure, treat, or mitigate disease, but what we do is we create homeostasis in our body. It helps just have the body to heal itself, because our bodies are an amazing thing. God created our amazing body. It's our temple. And by adding CBD to your system, you know, what happens if you have, you know, less anxiety, better sleep, better moods? I mean, wouldn't that be amazing? That's the kinds of things I'm hearing. And I just love the fact that you talked about miracles. I mean, I feel like it's a miracle. I feel it's a miracle plant.
Yeah.
So back to the business, it is just been.
Well, let me ask you this first, Shari. What is the difference between hemp and CBD?
I love it. Do you mean hemp and marijuana?
Well, I don't know. You tell us.
Okay. All right. Tracy, thank you. You know, this is why I love educating. I think when I was younger, I thought I was going to be a teacher, and now I feel like I am. I'm teaching the world about hemp. So hemp is actually 10 to 20 feet high. It's really high. It's kind of like bamboo, really tall. Marijuana is short and bushy. And hemp is what has the high concentration of CBD. Do you know there's 50,000 uses of hemp?
No.
As in clothing. I mean, our water bottles could be hemp bottles. I mean, it's just amazing to think, you know, what hemp can do for our planet. With marijuana, it has a high concentration of THC. So if you're asking me the difference between hemp and CBD, it's actually that CBD comes from the hemp plant, and THC is what comes from the marijuana plant. So I am not a dope dealer, I'm a hope dealer.
You heard it here, folks. She's in hope, not in dope.
Yep, hope. Hey, we got Tracy Williams inspiring hope. I love to inspire hope. I love to inspire hope, health, and definitely faith, because the reason why I do this is because I give all the glory to God. And
Amen.
Yes. And I was on a podcast this week earlier, and I just said, you know, I just pray every day, who am I supposed to share this amazing product with, or who am I supposed to share this amazing business with? Because again, right now, you know, I think back and I'm like, oh, if someone would have just said yes to me, they would not be in that situation today, because they would have a plan B. Most successful people have more than one stream of income. It's very important to have more than one stream of income. And so
I totally agree with that. Yeah. So right there, Shari, you know, since you're still in hope, they know now they can't get high by doing the hemp or the CBD oil.
That's right.
I'm laughing because some people think it's really true. They're scared to take it because they're like, no, because if I got to get drug tested, I don't want to take no chance that, you know, I'm going to get fired, which is a real scare for people, because people need money to live, you know, and have other experiences, and we need jobs, you know, people need stuff to do. Like you said, you're a why. And so I love that you share that tip about prayer, you know, prayer, you know, so just asking for direction in the first place, you know, what should I do? So if they're looking for something and they don't know what to do, or if they're, you know, have a business that maybe it was in a storefront and, you know, losing money, you know, how can they change? And so it's good to just, you know, pray and ask, you know, what should I do right now to, you know, keep sustaining me and my family and other people? Because sometimes we give away money to different charities and things like that, for sure, right?
Right.
And yeah, I just keep thinking about that hope but not dope. So there are a lot of ways that we can use the CBD too. Tell us, what are some benefits of the CBD?
Well, again, I can't, I have to give you this disclaimer, because we cannot say that we cure or mitigate. Because what CBD is, you know, basically it's a supplement for your body. We do have actually 3 products that are prescribed in 3 countries though. So getting back to one of your questions there, not all CBD is equal. And I have to make sure you know that, because that might be why some people are saying, I'm not sure if I can take this, because what happens if I am drug tested? But if you have faith in the product and in the company, you will know that they are telling you the right things. You can do all your research. We have a nonprofit called Echo Connection, and I love it. I invite everyone to go on to Facebook and like it And basically our mission is that we would have cannabinoids for all that need it. We actually give away like $2 million worth of CBD for those that are in need and that can't afford it. We have a huge heart. And that was another thing that really attracted me to the company, that really before we even made a profit, we were before giving away CBD to help those in need. I mean, we help people that that Western medicine can no longer help. We have a Netflix movie you guys can research. It's called Illegal, and it's where we are helping a girl that had 60 seizures a day and no longer has seizures, and she's one of the Echo families. So again, it's just a big part of the heart of the company to help people and to educate. So if you go to echoconnection.org, you can learn all about it. But if you just like on Facebook, Echo Connection, you will really learn a lot about CBD.
That's beautiful. I love that it can help when it comes to like different things like the seizures and things like that. Even though, you know, there is no cure, you know, well, they don't say that they can cure or can treat, which is true about anything. Doesn't, you know, matter what man comes with, you know, we don't have the last word, you know, about the cure or the treatment. So yeah, that's great. Yeah. And now what other things does it help with though? Because I've heard people say, you know, when they're in pain, you know, so what kind of pains and does that help with?
Yeah. So again, just basically what it does, Tracy, is it puts your body into homeostasis. And what it governs, again, is your mood, your sleep, your appetite, your metabolism, and your hormone production. So this is a little bit of science for you. So everyone has an endocannabinoid system. And when I first learned about this, I couldn't even say it, Tracy. But we all have an endocannabinoid system. And what this system does is it actually receives messages. So if you're not using CBD, you may be getting, these messages may not be getting, you know, across to you. And what it does then, it would help alleviate, again, you know, possibly pain. You know, again, I can't say it will, but, you know, we've had a lot of people that say this has been, you know, what I've been able to do, you know, by consuming the very high quality, very safe, efficacious CBD. It's very important to know what's in the bottle. 80% of CBD is mislabeled. So you really have to do your research. Make sure that the COA, which is the certificate of analysis, tells you what's in the product. Make sure there's no fillers and, you know, no bubblegum additive or anything like that. So it's important. What it's done for me, Tracy, I just love the fact that I can sleep all night. Do you know that part of just self-care is sleep, and you recharge your body? If you think about it like a cell phone, you know, when that cell phone dies, you know, you can't use it. It's the same thing with your body. If you do not get enough sleep, you're not recharged for the next day. And then that also goes with your metabolism. Then your metabolism is working. So sleep is a really, really big component.
Yeah, sleep is huge, especially if you're trying to learn things and remember things, because everything that you learn during the day, when you go to sleep at night, that's when your brain like puts it all together and gels it and makes sense. And people have dreams and visions, and they come up with the answer to a lot of questions that they had before, you know. So yeah, that's really important. Now, what would you say to this on the business side? If a person does have a team, how do they keep their team motivated during these times? How do they build on that? Because, you know, you let us know, like, there are some things that are recession proof. There's some things that people do no matter what. People always buy makeup. People always need somewhere to live. You know, people always buy food, and they always buy toilet paper. So matter of fact, we were buying the toilet paper out. You know, so much they put it on the news. Well, whoever thought that toilet paper would be on the news? But what can we do, like, as business people, to help build your team up?
Well, that comes into technology today, Tracy. Zoom. you know, what I've been doing here the last 7 weeks more than ever. I mean, you and I, Tracy, met at a networking event, and we both love people and love to talk, you know, talk to people. I think we both have that gift to gab. I believe that was a gift from God, right? And so,
True.
yes, definitely. And so, I believe that do Zoom calls. We have lots of podcasts. We can learn from our own very special CBD renowned person, Dr. Stuart Titus. You can get all the science and education, and then you can share that with people. So I would say, like our Zoom calls, we have an amazing app that we can send out videos. It's just amazing what we have to be able to do
awesome.
business. Yeah, and an amazing compensation program, and also because I told you that we have the MJNA, which is the publicly traded company. You actually can shares with the company as part of compensation. So it's a big deal.
Yeah, I love that. So this is great for people who maybe don't have that gift of gab, or who are like uncomfortable just kind of putting themselves out there, you know, to be able to have an app that you can download and you can send people videos and send something just really short and sweet out there. Hey, I want, you know, check this company out, or check this out, or this is something I found that is working for me to help me make money at this time. And
right.
so in all times, actually, so there are some things that we can do that will help us at all times. So that's really great. So there is always a way that we can have only positive expectations. But that's the thing you got to put behind that, is to think positively, think in terms of it's going to work. I know before we've all experienced maybe some scams, you know, and some people, that's where network marketing kind of gets that bad term, or, you know, different things like that, our past experiences. But we gotta like put the past in the past and keep marching forward, right? Keep pressing forward, because there's something better yet to come. If you are still here, I think every day we wake up, if we're still here, there is something greater to come. If we look at it that way, if we're looking for whatever we're looking for, that's what you're gonna get. You know, whatever kind of vibe you put out there in the world, that's what you're gonna get come back to you, right? Yeah. So thank you so much, Shari. I appreciate all the information that you gave us today. We got a ton of tips here. I
want to make sure I say a couple more.
Okay, so hold on. Okay. So we got a ton of tips here today, but it's no good in having all those tips and all the information if you don't do anything about it. Knowledge is not power. That's a myth, right? Just like it's a myth to think you can get high off of hemp alone.
I love it. Thank you, Tracy.
Hemp is not dope. It's hope.
Oh, I'm not.
That'll be your new hashtag. It's not hope. It's not dope. It's hope. But anyway, so from that, you know, I want you to apply something that you learned today. And if you got something out there, you know, put something on your favorite social media out there that you got, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and tag me in it, tag Shari in it. It's SHARI McCants, and let us know so she can know, hey, yeah, you know what, this information was helpful, you know. And definitely if you want to get in touch with her, she's going to tell you how you can get in touch with her. I put some information out there on her website for Kannaway, so I definitely am going to give it back to her and let her share that with you. But most of all, I want you guys to know that I want you to have a happy holiday, because Mother's Day is a special day, you know. But I take a whole week. I say, look, I want to be celebrated all week for Mother's Day.
That's awesome.
You know, for the whole year. And so we kind of do the same thing for Father's Day too. We celebrate a whole week and just honor, you know, the person that is like, you know, the father of the home and husband of my life and love of my life and all that good stuff. My best friend and all that. But, you know, so I want you guys to, you know, get a good takeaway from today, you know, and, you know, begin to build on your team, have some hope. If you're not working, there is work to be done. You don't have to work at home. It doesn't have to look the same that it did before. You know, do something totally different. And actually, in fact, it should look totally different. Your life should look a little bit different after COVID is over, or after you go back to work. And if it doesn't look different, then it means that you're staying the same while the rest of the world is moving ahead. So if you're still here and the rest of the world is going there, you're getting behind. And yep, I said it. so you can tag me in it.
Mhm.
Keep moving or stay behind. All right, Shari, take us away. She got something special for you guys.
Okay.
And I got Ricardo coming on. Yay, he's connecting with his audio.
Okay.
Just in time.
I want to show you this. This is called the CBD money tree. So one thing you asked is, do we have anything that would inspire people? This would inspire people. This actually is a story of a friend that, and I'm in it with my nutrition story with my son and with building the business. It actually tells you how to build the business. So get a hold of me and I'll get you one of these books.
Okay.
And also for watching today or commenting, this is our topical CBD salve, and it's a great way to try a product, see if it works for you. And this is something free that I'm giving to anybody that has watched today or that comments with Tracy.
Awesome.
So,
now, but do me a favor, would you hold that book up again?
Yeah, it's actually an Amazon bestseller. It's called My CBD Money Tree.
Oh.
And I'm in it along with a lot of other people. And the amazing thing is it has so many stories, inspiring stories of people that, you know, didn't know where to go for CBD, wanted to try it. It's just amazing. And then it tells you how to build the business. So you've got this book and it's like literally, I don't know, 100 pages and you will be on your way.
Awesome. I love it. Well, thank you, Shari, so much. That's a generous offer there. So you heard it here, the CBD money tree, money tree, money tree.
Isn't that great? You know,
I like that.
The green rush, not the gold rush. It is the green rush.
That is awesome. And that's a beautiful cover as well. That's good. I'm glad to know that you're in that book. So when I go back through here, I'll take a picture of you in that book. That is like super cute. I love it.
Yes.
So if you guys have any comments or questions you want to throw in the chat book, and I know Rick, you guys just kind of joined us, but she gave us some great tips on like how CBD and hemp, they are not dope.
That's right.
Only offer hope.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And we are also, we're also international, Tracy. We're in Russia, Vietnam, and Japan.
Awesome.
So international opportunity other than the United States.
Yes. Russia, that's great. That's wonderful. So look, there are no limits when you put your website out there. If you decide you want to start some kind of business or you know somebody who needs to make some extra income, Shari is a great leader and can really help you just get started. Right, Shari?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so if you want to get in contact with her, she's on Facebook, Shari McCants, MCCANTS.
Yes.
All right. You guys have a wonderful Saturday. I love you all. God bless you. Remember, it's miracle season.
Miracles, hemp, miracle. I believe hemp is a miracle.
All right. Talk to you guys later. Thanks, Michelle.
God bless.